trying to picture you out. Oh, right there on the end. I'm sorry that all this transpired with you. It's my humblest apology for not voting last month. It had nothing to do with you personally. You are a wonderful administrator. I visit your school often. That you're doing for the students and working with the parents, the other teachers, and the community. I cannot give you I can give you the utmost praise. 7 times 7 times 7, you are doing what we want you to do. And I apologize. The rest of your career, wherever it takes you to superintendent or whatever, I wish you the best. As far as Ms. Francois, I hope something comes around and gives, because you deserve that position. You have the knowledge, you have the qualifications. But I'm leaving here once again. I left here the other night because of Ms. Feliciano and Ms. Francois with a sad heart. I tell you, it bothered me. Even till today, it's still bothering me. And now tonight, I'm happy for Ms. Feliciano, but I'm carrying a sad heart for Ms. Francois, because she deserves a position. She knows her job, okay? And I'm just going to continue to pray, and whatever the will is, that's the will. But in the meantime, thank y'all for letting me speak on me at this time.
After the last meeting, you know, and I have to agree with Ms. Burnham, that I also left here with a heavy heart.
Yeah, sure.
Well, whether you like it or not, that's my feeling.
We don't
you
like
can say
it.
what you want to say. Listen, tonight, I am not going to play, and I'm going to say what's on my mind, and if you don't like it, then you know what? You don't like it. Because I've been attacked repeatedly, and I've tried to control this meeting, and everyone thinks that they can control me controlling this meeting. But it's not going to happen anymore. I'm the presider, and anyone knows, you all have your general meetings, and you know the presider demands respect. And I have been since July. I've been sitting here, I've been taking the bullets, I've been trying to be calm about this whole situation. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm the presider. I'm not going to do it anymore. Now, what I'm saying is that Ms. Kirkham is right. We had 2 candidates, very fitting. The way it went was the way it went. Okay? But I tell you, tonight, just like Ms. Kirkham said, I am also leaving with a heavy heart, because I know that we had 2 people who was very deserving tonight. I came here tonight to make things right for both people, because they were both deserving of this position. People voted the way they wanted to vote, and that's fine. I know Minerva worked hard. I know Ms. Francois worked hard. They both have been in this district a long time. They both deserve the positions. Okay? Now, yeah, I see people shaking their head out there. Shaking their heads.
Yep, I am.
But that's their opinion. That is their opinion. I want to congratulate Minerva, because I know she works hard, and I know she's deserving of the position. I met here at the last meeting, and I had a conversation with a lot of people, with a lot of individuals. Some of you are still out here. I can see your faces. I had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, trying to explain what happened. and why I felt the way I did. But I'm a person that if something needs to be corrected, it will be corrected. And I felt like both these situations needed to be corrected. I'm happy that Minerva was able to get the vote that she needs tonight. I still think that she should have had a 7 vote. But that's the way it is. And again, whoever is making that comment back there, I tell security, I don't want to hear these comments.
Oh, come on. So petty.
And if you don't like it,
There's the door.
the door is there.
There you go.
Security can take care of it.
Madam President,
No.
may I say something?
Yes,
really
please.
Just quickly. Part of the problem, and you all see this here, is the confusion over procedure and the policy that was put in place. I understood, I'm on the policy committee, I understood the policy to be one thing, and tonight, for the first time, I find out that it's something else. And this is a procedure that we have been doing for 2 years, maybe 3 years, 2 years for me. All of a sudden, the policy changes. So this is why we have the confusion. And this should have been brought up and discussed prior to this, the procedures that should be set for when we put a candidate up for a position. And I have to apologize for me, for my confusion, and for all of you people here having to sit and listen to all of this, because it should never have been done. That's...
Ms. Moore, in terms of the policy, and the policy has to change. By law, the superintendent can only recommend one candidate. When you look at the policy is stating that the superintendent needs to recommend 2 candidates to the board. The board cannot choose and approve.
That's not what I'm saying.
By law, the board cannot choose and approve. The superintendent recommends a candidate for the position.
We understand that. And I believe I've spoken to the attorneys. We all agreed that you only recommend one person for the position, but we get to see the top 2 candidates.
Right.
That's what we wanted last year. The entire board agreed to it. And then today, or last week, you changed the procedure that we had in place before you came here.
Thank you, Paula.
You want me to recommend 2 candidates?
No.
I cannot recommend. If you look at the policy, what the policy states that I need to recommend 2 candidates, and I cannot do that because that
Motion.
will be the administrative.
Thank you, Dr. McIntyre. Ladies, thank you for making
Motion to
the time
adjourn.
to wait. Thank you, ladies, Ms. Minerva and Ms. Francois, Ms. Feliciano, I apologize, for making the time to come and meet
Please.
me tonight.
I
It was
forgot.
greatly appreciated.
Minerva.
Both well deserving, and congratulations.
Minerva, please.
Madam President, I'm requesting permission to speak.
Please.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone.
Feliciano,
You need to address the board. You need to
just address the board, please. Address the board.
I just want to take the time to
You
thank
can
everyone.
use the mic.
She doesn't want to give it back. Take the mic.
Use the mic, but you need to face the board. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. Yes.
You know, I don't really have a planned speech at all tonight. But I can say this, that, you know, I was looking at some quotes, some inspirational quotes to get me through this difficult time. One thing that I found that was moving to me was a quote by Martin Luther King. And it says like this: when something bad happens or you're in a difficult time, you have 3 choices. You can either let it define you, you can let it destroy you, or you can let it straighten you. And this to me has been the wildest experience of my life. One that I don't wish upon anybody. My record speaks for itself, and all I ask and say, that as board members, you represent the community, and foremost, you represent the children of this community, the parents, all of us here, you represent us. And my only hope is that you continue to really keep that in mind as your number one priority are the students and the families of Brentwood, the families that you serve. And to everyone that was here this evening to support me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Words cannot express. And I said, I'm not gonna cry, because there's nothing to cry about. But you know what? It's very touching. When I walked in here before, and people were applauding, I'm like, who are they applauding for? And I got swept away with emotion, and I thank each and every single one of you. Thank you. Have a great evening.